At some point in our lives, most of us will suffer with an anxiety or panic attack, maybe brought on by stress, or it might even occur out of the blue. And whilst this is a really horrible thing to experience, just by following some simple breath techniques, you will be able to calm down your mind and relax your body a little bit as well. These are things that I have learned by practicing yoga. And also, I myself have suffered with anxiety attacks since I was a child. So basically, that's for the majority of my life. And it turned out that I really didn't know how to breathe properly. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a simple breath technique, which may or may not show you that you've been breathing in the wrong way. And then I've made another video which will take this exercise a stage further so that if and when an anxiety or panic attack hits, you are well prepared to deal with it. Okay, so to begin with, find a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor, in a chair, whatever feels good for you. I'm just recrossing my legs because I have sat here for quite a while already. And you know, when you do get an anxiety attack and you get the feelings of a bit of churning in your stomach and your heart seems to be racing quicker, you might begin to sweat and you become hypersensitive to everything around you. And you think, what on earth is going on? I'm only standing in the queue at the supermarket. Well, the brain is a really, really clever piece of equipment. And all it wants to do is keep you safe. And it's detected a threat. And it's a threat that you might not even be aware of. It could even be an imagined threat, but your brain sees it as real. And it wants you to either stay and fight or get the hell out. So this is why these feelings occur. Your adrenaline increases, preparing you for a conflict of some sort. Now, what we can do, we can reverse all this completely just by focusing on the breath. I'm not going to ever tell you to take a deep breath because personally, from my own point of view, if you're feeling anxious and your head is all over the place, if someone just says, oh, calm down, take a deep breath, that's the worst thing you can do. Basically, as the person having the panic attack, you probably want to thump them. So what I would advise you to do is to draw your breath in to a level that works for you. It might be quite shallow, but it's the way you draw the breath in, and it's the journey that you direct the breath that will help begin to calm you down, soften the heart rate, relax the thoughts as they scramble through your brain. So to do this, let's have a little practice. Find a comfortable seat, whatever that is for you. I'm sat on the floor, you can sit on a chair. And I want you to notice how you breathe to begin with. Notice the state of your body. Are your shoulders feeling all tense? See if you can just shrug them down a little bit and then just take your hands into your lap. Maybe even close your eyes, because when you close your eyes, it really helps focus on what you're doing. And just begin to take a couple of breaths and just notice as you draw your breath in through your nose, just notice its journey. Where does it travel to? Do you take it down into your chest? Do your shoulders lift when you breathe in? Does your belly come in or out when you breathe in? And then as you exhale, as you release that breath, what happens then? Where do the shoulders sit? What happens with the belly? Just take a few of your own natural breaths in this way and just be aware. Notice what moves, what stays the same, how deep the breath is, where does it go to? Okay, so now I would like you to take your hand, one or two hands, onto your belly. See if we can keep those shoulders soft. They do have this tendency to reach up by the ears, even when we're not even thinking about it. So let's try and get a bit of softness through the shoulders. Now, when we breathe in, just notice what happens to your belly. Does it sink or does it rise when you breathe in? If it sinks, if your belly button goes back towards your spine as you breathe in, then you're only using your chest, this upper part of your body, to breathe. It's shallow breathing, and that almost aids or helps the panic attack. It's a short breath. But if you breathe in and your belly comes out a little bit without force, you're not pushing it out, but the belly is just rising. And then as you exhale and the belly comes in, then you're taking that breath all the way down towards the belly. And this sends a message to your brain, and it tells your brain that all is well, everything is okay, you can relax and you can be calm. It's not a magic switch, it's not just going to happen like this, and it takes practice, especially if over time you have learned to breathe in this top part of your chest. And as you breathe in, your belly comes in, your shoulders might even tense. You might have this tightness going on all around this area. So see if you can just shrug everything down. Relax your hands either on your lap or on your belly. Close your eyes. Draw a breath in. Doesn't have to be deep, just draw a gentle breath in. And notice your belly coming out. Visualize a balloon in your tummy so that when you breathe in, that balloon is softly inflating. And then as you exhale, the balloon deflates. Practice this, breathing in, breathing out. Sometimes, if it's really, really hard, do it when you're lying down, do it in bed. It really does help to relax the body, and it does send this signal to the brain that you have nothing to worry about. Everything is going to be okay. I'm not going to lie, it took me a little while. I can't put a time frame on it, but it did take me a little while to get the hang of this breath practice. But now for me, it's not a practice. It is an everyday way of breathing. When I breathe in, my belly lifts, inflates as it were, and as I breathe out, it just settles back to normal. I'm not pulling it in as I breathe out, it just settles back. As we practice this way of breathing, we can begin to bring a count onto the breath. So again, maybe closing the eyes, drawing the breath in for a count of 3. And then as you exhale, releasing for the same count or even slightly longer. The longer we release the exhale, the more we strengthen that message to the brain that all is well. We have nothing to fear. We don't need to fight, and we definitely don't need to flight. I hope this video was useful, and I am going to do another video so that when you have this breath pattern well practiced, then we can move on, we can take it a stage further. Let me know what you think and join me for the next video.